Islam Dwayne. How are you doing today? It is now approximately 3:15, going on 3:15 p.m. I'm at Wendy's. You might be able to see it. I'm waiting for Imani to get off. He's about to walk out any moment. Today was a okay day at Burger King. I did one video, so I'm going to do this is the second one. I did pretty good. I swept, cleaned the shake spinner. I changed the sanitizer. It's September the 13th, 2019. I changed the sanitizer liquid in the bucket. I kept good thoughts. I suggested the pulled pork king and some other items such as the 10-piece chicken nugget. I think my thoughts were really good today. One of the things I focused on was not causing harm with my thoughts, and I'm chanting once again El Qudus, which means most holy, and and I was thinking about when I wasn't focusing on orders or doing what I need to do or what work can expect me to do. I was thinking about some of the degree in not causing harm through thoughts, words, and deeds. Say Islam to Dwayne about today. Islam. That's Imani. Wait, can you see? Okay. So walk slowly because we want to Bank of America and I'm talking. Walk slowly. So one of the things I could tell you today, the regular male customer, a black male, sometimes I think I hear him answer to Steve. I'm drinking ice. I thought I handled it well. He comes in quite a bit, almost every day. He sits at the regular table. This is during the last part of breakfast. Breakfast is usually over at 10:30, and a customer ordered the last ham, egg, cheese croissant. And as the customer ordered the last ham, egg, cheese croissant, I didn't think there was any more. That was the last, because I was like, I didn't want her sandwich to be sold. And it was like between 10:30, breakfast is over at 10:30 and 10:40. So this is when this situation happened. I was like, oh my goodness. Let me just explain what happened. I'm walking. Mom, did you say holy day or Islam? Okay, because make sure you say holy day, because the day is September 13th. And my Moist American Nation family. So, he was, I gave, Precious. These are the people I work with. A girl named Precious. That's what she told, we know she answers to. I don't know if that's her name. Hamima. Precious is considered black unless she claims a nationality. Hamima. She could be from Mexico. I'm not sure, but she speaks Spanish or South America. I think she's from Mexico. Lorena, who also speaks Spanish, she looks like she could be from El Salvador or Puerto Rico. I'm not sure. And Serena, who's also could be from Mexico. The manager was Miss Phyllis. Unless she claims a nationality, she should be African American or black. Gloria, same African American black unless she claims a nationality. Khalid came in later. Muhammad, he's a black male or African American unless he claims a nationality. DeMarco, unless he claims a nationality. John is a pale skin unless he claims a nationality. That would be my description. And who else? Tracy, unless she claims a nationality, should be African American or black. We were pretty steady this morning. I was me and Miss Phyllis up until approximately 10 or 9:30. Whenever I went on break, that's when someone came in. So anyway, Steve the regular, I guess he had ordered a sandwich, I'm not sure, but Precious gave him a sandwich, and I thought she was giving him the last sandwich for breakfast that I had just sold, and I actually was communicating with the customer for a few moments because she was trying to make a decision. And I was like, well, we still have a sandwich if you want it. And I didn't want, because I knew, at least what I remember, they said that was it for breakfast. No more eggs. And I was like, precious. When I saw her handle the sandwich, I said, what are you doing? Are you handing it? What are you doing? And pretty much asking her what she doing with that sandwich. And the guy, Steve, I wasn't talking to him, I was talking to her. He just got upset and started like fussing. Like, I said, sir, I'm not talking to you, I'm talking to him. He's a regular guy, black male. He sits at the table with the regulars. The other guy that sits at the table, he answers to Charlie. And he was like, I'm talking to you. And then, he was the black male. So he's a black male, let's he claim a nationality. Charlie's a black male, let's he claim a nationality. And I was like, okay. I said, sir, I just want, because he comes in, he's a customer, even though he's there every day. I didn't want him to be upset. And I was like, sir, I'm just trying to make sure you got the right sandwich, okay? And make sure that is the right sandwich. So to make a long story short, the sandwich was not the one that I was selling to the customer. So everything was okay. So then I continued to do my job. One of the things I realized in reference to that, because like I was saying, I did feel sharp pains around my ankle earlier this morning. I'm not accusing anyone. This is a sequence of an event in my left leg, and it happened simultaneously as almost like when the black male Charlie walked in the store. And this is how I remember things, is by giving a sequence of events, spiritually and physically. So a Spanish guy who looked to be from Mexico walked in with a cell phone to his ear. And then the the African American, unless he claimed a nationality, that answered to Charlie, walked in. And I started to feel, wait a minute, Imani. I started to experience sharp, dull pains in my left leg and then in my ankle. After the situation happened in reference to the black male that answered to Steve, I noticed soon later my genitals were being attacked spiritually in a sexual manner constantly. And and that was pretty much that goes on quite a bit. So a lot of times, like today, because there was a woman came in, she had a child, a little girl there, and my genitals were being attacked spiritually. Now I don't know who's doing it. I'm not accusing. But she and who's to say if she can know, if she noticed, if she can tell if she has the signs of telepathy, or if the child is advanced and can see what's going on while they're eating. But the restaurant was full. Imani Arrington-Bey. Imani, do you have the signs of telepathy? Okay, Imani Arrington-Bey. Are you able to attack someone's genitals in a sexual manner as a Hebrew Muslim? Stop, man, it's important. No. And answer this question. As a Hebrew Muslim?
No.
Are you able to send sharp pains?
No.
Would you want to do that to someone? Okay, why wouldn't you?
Why would I?
Why would you, right? Well, that is right. And one of the things, if you remember, what is Islam? What is some of the what was spoken and what is Islam by Prophet Noble Dwali?
Peace with our thoughts, actions, and words.
Yes. So he said a true follower of Islam is someone who doesn't cause harm, who tried. These are not his words, but this is what it said. Doesn't cause harm to their thoughts, words, and deeds. Yes. This is serious. So if you do acts of that nature, does that place you in a jurisdiction where that you are demonstrating that you are being governed by a higher self, which is Allah? Does that place you in another jurisdiction? Another jurisdiction. And so what would that jurisdiction be considered that that consists of? Spirits. Well, let me finish this because I'm trying to get to. He probably like, I'm tired. He just got off work. Unclean spirits that are used as slaves to cause harm. Slaves, because they're not into the constitutional fold, so they're not practicing natural law. If you're not a practitioner of natural law, which includes the Constitution of 1787, Abraham Lincoln's proclamations, and the 13th Amendment with 20 sections, then that places you in a jurisdiction. And then also, if you demonstrate yourself to be a savage and your behavior uncivilized, whether you causing harm, I don't have the science of telepathy either, so I'm not able to attack someone's genitals. I wouldn't want to attack another woman's genitals. If I see another woman, I don't look at her and be like, where is my male friend so we can sit around and attack her genitals while we eat food, or walk around and attack genitals. I wouldn't want to do that. So and this is spiritual attacks and mental. So that that's a different jurisdiction, and that definitely demonstrates quarantine. These spirits being quarantined. Why they're not considered to be human in some nations' eyes. Okay. So anyway, there were kids there, and my genitals, the place was full. My genitals were being attacked spiritually in a sexual manner. But you know what I did? I did not return those acts with negative thoughts. I continued to smile and keep my thoughts balanced, because I understand that I have understanding, money, pay attention, that I am in a higher thought process. Imani, it's important to know that. Okay, when you're in a higher thought process, you have to just ignore and move forward, because what they're trying to do is engage. Those are my thoughts. To engage and to lower your frequency so that you can feel angry, upset, and behave in a manner that is in the same frequency and vibrations as they are. And then they can start saying we the same. You understand? Do you hear me, Imani? Because then they'll start saying, see, we the same, and you're not the same. That's why they try to attack these unclean spirits in a sexual manner in your dreams, to get you to like it, so that they'll say, you see, she liked it and he liked it, and they like having sex too. And we have sex with animals. They like having sex with animals. You know, we are beasts. We're werewolves, whatever they want to call themselves. They like doing it too. We're the same, but we're not the same, because we are divine natural beings. And we are implementing natural law, which that is a part of harmonizing with the spirit of Mother Earth and the universe. And in that, that's the spirit of love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice. So anyway, I had a good day, Islam, because I did not return my thoughts in that manner. It's easy to do so when you're being attacked. So that's my goal is to understand and have understanding that degree of what is Islam by Prophet Noble Drew Ali. Burger King I thought was pretty steady, but it wasn't busy. And I'm not accusing anyone at Burger King once again, because I don't know. But I'm just giving you testimony of the spiritual experience that I do experience while I'm earning money at Burger King. And so once again, I don't know anyone, any of the co-workers personally at Burger King. We rarely have a conversation. I basically keep it really business as much as possible. So, and professional and respectful. So I don't know their life. I don't know if they have the science of telepathy. I should say no one has conveyed to me, let me say that they have the science of telepathy. or they don't. So, because I don't know them, I don't know them personally like that. I don't know their religion. I don't know much about them, but I could just tell you what I experienced. Personally, I don't know much about them personally. I can just tell you what I experienced, and that goes with Annapolis, Maryland. Mine, do you know anyone personally here in Annapolis, Maryland?
No.
Yeah. Oh, another thought. The co-worker Precious, she's the black female. I had a thought about you, Dwayne. She was speaking with one other co-worker named DeMarco, and she was talking about how she was about to get married. She wanted to marry someone, or about to get married, I think. I heard her say married. I don't know exactly the conversation, but they were saying married a lot. They ready to marry someone or get married. And I was like, I had the thought about how you and I are still communicating. I as your wife and your husband, and you as my husband. But also, and I was thinking about how unclean spirits speak about marrying someone, or they talk about your son. So that's interesting too. But my main thought was like thinking about how it's important to not think of marriage as a safety net, but just know that unclean spirits use that form of marriage for breeding, or that term marriage for breeding. I'm not saying that's what she was doing, but those are the thoughts that came to my mind in reference to spirituality. What else? That I was thinking about today. It was, like I said, it was busy, and I was supposed to work next week from come in at 7 as well, which is good. Imani? So I am. So that's a good sign. That means I am doing what I'm supposed to do as an employee at Burger King. Fine.
Are you working?
Saturday, no. They don't. I asked. They said no. They didn't need anyone. I don't know what it said. Okay. And what else? Oh, the National Gun Sheet texted me about the naturalization ceremony, Imani.
Oh.
Yeah,
Well,
he said that. He said, "I hope you come to this." I don't have the text out right now, but he was speaking about us going to the naturalization ceremony. Okay. What else?
Vacation day.
Yeah. Oh, and once again, I don't know anyone personally here in Annapolis, Maryland either. So I don't know who the people who are the people that's around the room saying, "I love you." We paid at American Extended Stay in Annapolis. We have no idea. But I'm glad I wrote the letter of harassment. It's important. So the same people I would say came in the Burger King as usual. Those that speak Spanish, whether they could be from Mexico, El Salvador, or South American, and I'm learning. I communicate better. Like one lady was like, she asked me if I spoke Spanish. I told her no, I speak a little bit, but I was trying to help her as much as I could because she had a baby in her hand, a little boy. I think he was a little boy who had on a blue shirt. So, and then also the African American, like this morning. When I started to experience my genitals being attacked in a sexual manner, there was it was predominantly, I think it was those. So a lot of anyway, I told you, a lot of African American and those on the status of Negro, unless they claim a nationality, and then the pale skin. That too. Like when they're around or come in, it's not like they're doing it, or the African American or Negro or the Spanish speaking are doing it, but I'm just telling you, those are the people in that, which is from the United States Navy and the Army, the military. So I don't know who's doing it. They can come at different times, but sometimes when I give testimony, I'm just giving you a sequence of events so I can remember, because these are spiritual, mental experiences that I'm experiencing. It's good to experience these things, and it obviously, one of the main things is not to let it affect my job duties or what I need to do as an employee, because I don't know who has the signs of telepathy and who don't. And so I just know we don't have it as Hebrew Muslims, Moorish American. Today is the planet Venus, which Venus is a feminine energy. I am a feminine woman. The earth is feminine energy. And so when this is being done, this is definitely a spiritual attack on the feminine energy that exists in the universe. Attacking a woman spiritually while she's working is not just an attack on the individual, but this is a attack on that spiritual feminine energy that's in the earth, that's the earth and the universe. And the planet Venus being connected to Friday, which Friday is a holy day for all Muslims. That's a connection as well. Islam. Talk to you later. We're at Bank of America. We are about to update our information. Wait a minute, Imani. We're about to update our information with our ancestral name of Bey. Let me show you. Hopefully you can see it. Okay. So I'll let you go, okay? Islam doing about the Bey. September 13, 2019.